Initiating System 1. System 1 loaded.
The GoreCast is brought to you by American Horrors, the greatest uncut horror channel in the world. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all horror. As well as the Station of Decapitation Without Your Head.
America's longest running horror channel, www.withoutyourhead.com.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
What's up, GoreCasters? Welcome back here to What's up, GoreCasters, and welcome back here to the GoreCast with me, Johnny Deadly, and all of the rest of the horror movie reviewing miscreants, who are probably the only people in the chat as well. So, hello, us.
Yay, us! Woohoo!
Yes. If for anyone on Spotify, if you're wondering why there's probably less chat interaction tonight, I had scheduling conflicts that resulted in the show starting a little bit later. So, a lot of the Irish contingency of the chat probably won't be in because it's stupid.
We got a Joseph.
We got a Joseph. Backing up the Irish contingency of the chat probably won't be in.
Yeah, because I don't think Joseph's in Ireland.
No, he most certainly is not.
No.
How are you getting on today, Joseph, on this fine Thursday?
Spain it is.
Viva España! Yeah, we have a host of zombie-themed madness, hopefully for the most part, tonight. Part of my scheduling conflict is that I can't comment on one of these movies because I didn't get to watch anything prior to the trailer. The trailer looked intriguing, though, and I'll give it credit where credit's due. But what we also have coming up is the sequel to the 2018...
Oh, yes, earlier even.
2017?
No, earlier, yeah.
Someone give me a...
2014.
Wow. Okay, well, it's the sequel to the 2014 indie horror hit, which was Australia's finest, known as Wyrmwood. / there was also a little in-betweener movie at some stage, wasn't there?
Yeah, the first one was Wyrmwood, also known as Wyrmwood Road of the Dead. Then they had Chronicles of the Dead, which was a 10-episode TV series thingy, or web series. That came out in 20... no, there was a teaser trailer released for it in 2017. Not sure when Chronicles of the Dead actually got released.
Joseph is Irish? You don't live in Ireland, though, do you? Do you?
I think he lives in the States.
I'm pretty sure you live in the... I didn't mean Irish heritage-wise. I meant, like, literally geographically.
Over here on GMTs.
Yes. Also, if you enjoyed Wyrmwood, you're going to fucking enjoy Wyrmwood Apocalypse. I'll tell you that straight up.
Yeah, you are.
Very rare do you get a sequel follow-up, and it could perfectly continues on a story. Doesn't feel like anything's being innately just drawn out for the sake of keeping stuff going. And it's fucking hell, I nearly say it's nearly more action-packed.
Yeah,
I would definitely.
I would say, though, that maybe Chronicles of the Dead would give... I imagine Chronicles of the Dead probably leads directly up to that opening scene for Apocalypse.
No, that opening scene from Apocalypse was from movie 1.
Were the two girls there at the start?
The two girls weren't there at the start, no.
No, but that's kind of my point.
Oh, no, sorry. The two girls were there at the start, but they would have been significantly younger. But at the start... Oh, sorry, I might be thinking of the other flashback thing to the ending of... Because some of that definitely was the end of the first one, because the brother spat the fire in your man's face.
Right.
And the...
Yeah, that was the flashback part, but that's kind of my point. I think basically the chronology would be the first film, Chronicles of the Dead, and then whatever the last scene is for Chronicles of the Dead is probably the beginning.
Yeah. Well, they obviously
Apocalypse.
go back to the two nieces of Benny.
Yeah.
Because he's friends with Benny anyway.
Yeah. Benny would have died at the end of...
Undied,
Road of the
technically.
Dead.
And for anybody who
And
didn't see the
died.
first one, it doesn't really make too much of a difference because I didn't know there was a first one, and I still was able to follow everything pretty.
I'm not gonna lie, buddy. I thought for sure that you'd be like, "What the fuck am I watching? I don't know anything." But to be fair, entertaining enough that
I was like, what the fuck am I watching? This is awesome.
There was enough sensical flashbacks that would fill you in on the
that's
backstory that also, I will say, were done perfect. Like, they were storylined in to make sense that a flashback would happen. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It wasn't just, here's a recap for the people who probably didn't see the thing in 2014.
But unlike a lot of sequels, you don't walk like you can still enjoy this.
Anyway.
kind of shit.
Also, we have coming up on the cards, fucking hell, this movie's crazy. We have Zomblogalypse, which is a, as I said in the description bio, what happens when 3 budding filmmakers / bloggers have to try and survive in a zombie apocalypse together? They fucking blog. That's what they fucking do. And I hope all of you in the GoreCast crew are paying attention to that.
Yes.
If
Oh,
we
I'm a
were in Z
survivor.
Nation,
I'm
we
good.
will be Citizen Z. Just slightly beefier and more tattooed. Giz aside.
Ah.
Also, I'm fine taking Virus 32 because I just watched that today, and that's a little bit more fresher in my head, so I feel like I can do that better than
Okay,
the other
I
film.
will say, Buzz, that you probably answered that question about 5 minutes too late.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get a chance to answer the question. My headphones were off.
Oh, right. I was unaware. I was doing production stuff.
We were all unaware. You didn't say anything.
Yeah, we did. We didn't know.
Didn't think I need to because I thought
Customarily,
It's like counting-
in Ireland,
so I
people
was-
put their hand up and go,
My headphones
No,
are off.
I-
Give me
or-
a sec.
just because my hat was too hot, so I put the bandana on, so I had no headphones on.
"Huig me go dulgadi an lehar small shade of holly."
And to catch up, Joseph is from Rhode Island.
He's from Rhode Island. He's from MJF
Rhode
territory.
Island. Yep.
And Jeb is from
Rhode
New York.
Island.
That's not the same.
But that's where he's from.
He's not from Rhode Island. Joseph maybe, but not MJF.
MJF is from Rhode Island. That's why he got the big, huge Rhode Island
That's
pop
what-
and
yeah,
everything.
that's
Literally,
why
he
it's
was
like
the
its own
hometown
little
boy.
Rhode Island's not New York.
It's New York adjacent.
It's
I mean,
really
it
not.
might be closer to New York than other
Right.
places.
That's like saying
mean-
me and Buzz are like fucking neighbors.
Yeah.
Archie, you're in America.
No. Well, I
okay,
mean-
well, I'm gonna.
Okay.
It might be Staten Island.
Might be Staten Island. I don't know. One way to find out. A live learning experience with Johnny Deadly.
Yeah, it says he was 26 years old, New York.
New York, United
Great.
States. Okay, MJF, and then type in Rhode Island.
Should I tell people what the third film is about while you do your research thing?
You probably also finished telling them what the other movie's about as well. I never really finished it. The MJF conversation came up right in the middle of it.
Well, you did. What are bloggers going to do during a zombie apocalypse? They're going to blog.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, is that enough
Make a
of an
fucking
intro
movie.
for Zombie? I suppose. Yeah, that's fine.
I
They're
feel
gonna
it is
blog and try to
considered.
make a movie.
Yeah, like that's essentially what they're doing. It's kind of like we're bored. We've been blogging. Let's make a movie about the zombie apocalypse.
Being blur or being bored and being blogging.
That and a hilarity ensues.
Well, me typing in MJF Rhode Island has led to a much different discovery now.
Do we even want to
Going
know?
down the rabbit hole.
There's a lot of MJFs in Rhode Island. There's MJF LLC, which I'm assuming is some sort of a legal firm or something. There's MJF Associates, that also sounds like a legal firm. MJF Engineering Associates.
And it's
MJF.
weird, when I just typed in MJF, the wrestler came up.
Yeah, well, I typed
Yeah.
in MJF Rhode Island. MJF Plumbing and Heating came
Oh.
up. MJF Plumbing and Heating Bristol.
Dude,
Maxwell
Actually, turns out-
Jacob Friedman came up then.
As it turns out, it was actually all him, and he trademarked all these things for so that if anyone wants to use them.
He's a goddamn business genius.
A man, I was gonna say a man ahead of his fucking game right there. I'm trademarking
I really hope
all this shit,
before it
bitches.
clogs up that MJF shows up to my house to clean it, fix it. That'd be a good time.
I can see him just verbally abusing you for 45 minutes while he cleans your home and then leaving.
That's fine. That's the MJF experience.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That's what I'm paying for, to be belittled. Heck, he even belittled the celebrity. I saw this pop up
Let's
a couple
see.
days ago.
American Jew that was raised in the suburbs of Plainview, New York, on Long Island.
Oh, we're going back. Okay.
Long Island.
Yeah.
That's it. Not Rhode Island. Long Island.
Some kind of island
Yeah.
surrounded by water. We're all really on an island, aren't we?
And
Well,
then he briefly went to college in New
We
York.
definitely are. We're so on an island that they practically named it Island.
Yeah, he pissed off Sherry Shepherd at the airport.
I don't know who that is.
recently. I don't know,
Why?
some washed up comedian lady that's hosting the Wendy Williams show now because Wendy Williams went batshit crazy.
I'm sorry.
Right, gotcha.
She went batshit crazy.
Got two quick questions for you there before we try and get the show back on track. A, what the fuck is a Wendy Williams? And B, define batshit crazy.
She's
Wendy
a talk
Williams
show
is
host.
the worst thing in human form.
Not the worst.
Despise. Oh my
Not
god,
the
Wendy Williams is a piece of
She's
garbage.
not even from Florida, so it's not the worst.
It doesn't matter. I'm sure she
She's
was
just
probably
annoying.
Florida adjacent.
She's like an annoying talk show host that's loud, what have you, blah blah blah. Like she's just
No talent.
I can't argue that, but yeah, but somehow she got her own fucking talk show. And yeah.
In America, Americans give money to people, stupid people, to do stupid things. Just to let you guys know. And
Now, as far as the definition of batshit crazy, I've seen a lot of talk show hosts go batshit crazy, so that's a very wide spectrum for me. So I'm not quite sure what she did to register
Joseph
on
knows.
that fucking scale.
she said she speaks her mind she doesn't know anything about.
Ah, right, gotcha.
But yeah, so she got, but she had a lot of health issues and went crazy. Which I'm not like making fun of the health issues, but that wasn't the only reason why she was booted off her own show. But anyway, she has
Oh, wait,
some
so
old.
she's
Yeah,
booted
she's
off
done.
of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they have this
Was it
replacement
like
host.
Was it like a sort of a, we can't give this lady a microphone anymore? You're aware of that, right?
Some of it I think had to do with health issues. Like they didn't like she kept having a bunch of special guest hosts for a long time, and I'm like, we've had special guest hosts going on for like a year and a half now.
She's crazier
Like,
than
how
Sharon
long is-
Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne's not crazy. She's adorably eccentric,
Yeah.
Fuck right, she
So-
is, dude.
and she
Fuck
can be eccentric because she's filthy fucking rich.
Fuck right. And
So,
she knows
Sherry-
business.
Sherry Shepherd is the new permanent host that's going to be starting in the fall. It's going to be the Sherry Shepherd Show, very original. And she-
Well, I mean, it kind of like
That's how the-
I won't lie to you. In the defense of the show, it kind of sticks with the business model of what the way
Right.
the show functions.
um,
Insert host name.
she
Right.
said she
The
was
show.
at airport recently, and her young son is a big wrestling fan, and recognized that MJF was there.
Bad idea.
And
Well, that's
Sherry Shepherd.
that is her neglectful parenting, and that son
Yeah.
being, if I may say, frankly, a fucking idiot. Because if he's aware of who MJF is, he should be well aware of what an
Right.
onslaught of mouthfulness he was about to get.
This is the thing. So he has headphones on, I think, and she taps him on the shoulder, and she goes, "Hi, are you MJF?" He's like, "No," and puts his headphones back on.
Sounds like MJF.
And he's like, "Do you people tell you look like MJF?" No, puts his headphones back on. And then she goes to her son, and her son's like, "Mom, it's okay. That he's a bad guy. That's how he acts." Her son knew. She was just an idiot. And then she took a picture of him on the plane. I guess is friends with Mark Henry, and texted Mark Henry like a little biatch, and was like, "Oh, talk to my son." And Mark Henry's like,
I don't
"Well,
care.
Probably.
Right.
That's probably what she's.
she's the chick that's replacing her. I don't
Yeah.
like her even less.
I don't know. She's Just after that one, I saw it on like WrestleTalk or some
Anyway.
wrestling Facebook. I hate her.
To quote Buzz's
Sorry.
fantastic segue
Anywho.
line. Anyway, talking about the horror movies,
Ricardo.
tell us about this Ecuadorian horror movie.
Uruguay?
That one, yeah, Viva España.
Yeah, about a mother Iris and her daughter Tata, who are trapped in a social club when kind of
Tata?
Tata.
Yeah, I know how to fucking spell it.
Okay.
I
But,
kept
they're-
laughing every time she called the kid's name. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. I was like, oh god, that's going to be hard for me to take serious when I watch that movie.
Right.
But anyway, they're trapped in a social club.
I
When this,
I wouldn't be able to say it.
zombie
I
virus
wouldn't be able to
breaks
call
out.
her name with any sort of gravitas to the situation whatsoever. It'd just be ta-ta.
Dude,
We got zombies
have
coming
her
in the
like-
back door. Ta-ta.
Isn't that the sound you make when like you're a magician and you go ta-da?
No, ta-da is the
Right.
sound you literally just said. The sound you make when you're a magician.
No, let me have it.
No.
no,
Anyway,
hear
kids.
her
Sorry.
screaming a panic. Ta-ta!
Sorry.
Like,
the-
it was
just the name there
weird.
took me for a sideways.
Ta-ta.
Has Giz just put his camera in auto loop? No, he's back. It's okay.
No.
Yeah, no. So she's trying to. They get separated. The mother's trying to find the daughter around the complex. There's this virus going around. Once the people infected with this virus kind of have a bit of a rage attack, they kind of chill for like 32 seconds, and that's your window to try and get past them.
Wait, they freak out and then stop for 32 seconds.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
they monkey stomp somebody and then just like shut down for 32 fucking seconds before they can monkey stomp the next motherfucker standing.
Do they
right
have
next
to
them.
monkey stomp a human? Can you just like...
No,
No, because they proved it. He monkey
That's how she
stomped
figures
a
it out.
cat.
So
Yeah.
really all you're
Like,
going to
he
have to
monkey
do is
stomp.
just throw one zombie into another zombie so they all start monkey stomping each other
They
and then
do
you got
not-
32
No, it
seconds.
doesn't
They
work.
do not
No,
attack each
they're-
other.
That's
they're
what I
not zombies.
just asked.
They're not zombies. There's whatever is left in them is because they do. There's a couple of times when they actually do stuff that's very much a predator trying to get
Organised.
to its prey. Yeah, well, to a degree, kind of.
Right. So
No,
so the people with the virus or whatever the story is, they recognize who's on what team.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay.
And they make
Because
it
I was going to go, I think I
solid-
may have found a solution to your issues in this movie if it was the other way around.
Right.
Which is just fuck
Yeah.
one zombie into the other and then let them all just...
But when you asked that question, I misunderstood. I thought you were like saying anything because like they made it a point to show an animal can be used, but then they also make it a point when one of them like was about to attack the other, they stopped, acknowledged, oh, you're one of us, kind of thing. Like it,
One of us.
if anything, the movie takes a lot of time to make a lot of fucking points that really just drag the fucking movie out.
Right. Okay. Well, we know where Carter's coming in on this movie anyway. 30-second review from Carter later on.
Oh, the funny thing is though, Giz gave like pretty much that's the whole movie. Like
There's other
She-
stuff.
Yeah,
There's other stuff to it as well. I was trying to
There's
give a
some-
very rough fucking
for the
synopsis.
No, and that is a very rough synopsis because, like in any movie, there are other things that go on, but like base level, that is kind of the movie.
I don't know
Like,
how to
it's-
feel about this before we go into it, and it makes
that
me even
32
more...
second thing
It
bothers
makes
me.
me even more intrigued as to how the review is going to go, because customarily, when what do you say? That's essentially the whole plot of the movie. It's either going to be the whole plot of the movie, and Giz has probably just formulated some theory that makes it way better than the movie actually dictates, or there's some underlying hidden meaning that's actually there that
Oh,
Giz has
then
picked
I
up on that
Well,
possibly
then
the
I
two of you
understand
haven't.
Hang on.
Giz's version.
If we're just giving a rough synopsis of films, Dawn of the Dead, bunch of people wake up, zombie apocalypse hit, they hang out in a shopping mall for a while. There's other stuff that happens too.
Yeah, but there's all but that, I'm not dissing you. I'm saying it either goes one of two ways. You've come up with some formulaic theory that may not actually have anything to do with the movie, but god damn it, if they put it in there, it'll make it better. Or there's something that the two lads have missed real subtly, and you've got something. Either or, I don't know. I haven't seen the fucking movie, so I can't comment.
There is no
this is
subtlety in
where
this movie.
I'm hoping Giz has something to put in
I
there to make
pray
it
to
more
God
better.
Giz has some depth to this fucking movie because it is so like on the mark basic.
It's literally lady, kid, man,
survive.
baby.
Did you
Okay,
miss the whole...
Giz, will we start with
maybe
this
you're
one
right.
as a-
You know what? I think he actually did miss stuff.
Okay. In that case, how about we start with Virus 32? Seeing as we're kind of into it now.
Kind of,
That's
yeah.
what we were doing.
Kind of, yeah.
So, Virus 32. It's a movie set in Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Spain.
There we go.
Uruguay. Viva España. Where zombies.
One of those
Pretty sure, it's
responses are right.
pretty sure it's not near Spain.
Viva España. Where
What would it be in South America and
Where-
everything?
where zombies, but not zombies, are infected with a virus, which is a virus, not a virus, and they try to murder people. Except for when
Yeah,
they murder
'cause
people,
they're-
they stop for a while. That okay?
But this
Take it
shit,
away,
like-
Giz. That's as much as I can contribute to this section. I have no idea. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy myself, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
it's less...
38 days or what
Yeah,
is that,
it's-
38 weeks
Yeah,
later?
28 days. 28 days later.
Are you trying to say it
Yeah,
was
it's-
28 days later, except it took 38?
Actually, to be perfectly honest, while watching the film,
Felt
what
like
occurred to me was, okay, this is what happened during those 28 days or 28 weeks or whatever when it went
that's just
worldwide.
it. Like, he wants to plug in like this was some weird offshoot that while they were fucking with this is what happened over here.
No, I'm just saying that's the thought process I had in my head because I realized they weren't zombies. It was a rage virus thing.
Right.
Yeah, because there was no brain eating. There was no.
Yeah,
typical
no,
Let's
zombie.
be
Can I-
fair.
can- sorry.
Let's be fair.
These
There
Excuse
very
me.
rarely is
Excuse
brain
me.
eating.
Stop.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Your excuse.
Excuse me. I just need to clarify something. That outside of one particular fucking movie, there is no other mention of zombies ever necessarily singularly going for brains. I'm sure, don't get me wrong, they probably do, because it's probably one of the
Okay.
larger masses of non-muscular meat that they can just tuck into. But as a legitimate,
Unfortunately,
this
it's
is my
surrounded
goal,
by a skull
they
and
don't.
It's hard to get to.
It's Return of the Living
Okay.
Dead is the only time in the history of fucking cinema
Okay.
a zombie's gone.
You're right. You're right.
Anyway,
But zombies in nature
That
do,
felt good. I
correct
feel
me
better
if I'm
now. That's
wrong, tend to eat a motherfucker. Yes or no?
yes.
Yes.
These motherfuckers just look to curb stomp you.
Like I
Okay.
said,
They want to
less
put boots
zombie.
to jaw. That's
Yeah,
fucking
that's
it.
why.
Yeah, which is
That's why
28
it's
days
pretty-
later.
Yeah, that's why
Right.
it's pretty quickly in. You get that fucking okay. There's less a zombie. More anyway. Point is, we were
28
quickly
days later, they
introduced.
kind of ate people, but it was out of sheer anger to tear them
Yeah,
apart, not as
yeah.
an actual consumption thing.
Anyway,
Then
Virus
yes.
32. In Virus 32, we were introduced to Iris, who is
Iris the virus.
how can we put this lightly?
Kinda was just
Clearly
bad-
a very. She is clearly a rather irresponsible mother because her daughter is living with her fucking
Harsh.
her former husband, and the daughter is like, I don't want to be staying here. Well, you kind of got to. Okay, fine. She forgets the daughter's coming over, and it turns out she's booked herself in to work a shift in the rec center that she works at. So she has to sneak the kid in. The place is pure quiet because, like, it's early morning to late at night, or maybe it's late at night to early morning, one or the other. Now, we very quickly find out that, like, fucking Iris could give a shit about most things, but she does love her daughter. It's just fucking, she doesn't want to be around her. And we're kind of hinted that something happened. There's a picture, and there's a baby in the picture, along with herself, the husband, and the daughter. So it's kind of like, okay, something happened there. The Iris has to do her rounds of the club. She has to kind of put her thumbprint on this little scanner thingy to indicate that she's doing a round. She's not just sleeping on the job. She tells the
Which
kid,
is weird
stay.
because the place kind of looks shitty, but they've got like a sick security system that she has to like thumbprint into.
Yeah, well, you know, that's the way these things work sometimes. The kid is staying in one of the basketball halls, messing around. She tells her not to worry. She can see her on the camera. She can see the entire place on the camera. She got this cool little app on her phone. Everything is hunky days. While she's doing a tour,
Hunky Days?
yeah, hunky days.
I thought hunky dory, but hunky days.
Hunky Dory is what I'm sure. Hunky Days.
Right,
What have you been up to, Gizlis? I want to know. What is it?
Hunky dory
What do we got
days,
going
hunky
on here?
days. Well, we got people getting the shit kicked out of them when Iris spots it because she's doing her rounds,
Okay.
and she's kind of like, that's a bad thing.
I thought
Sure,
we
stop.
had some sort of indication that there was going to be some big beefy boys. Is what I thought we were. I thought that
No,
was
I'm
what
just
was
gonna just, you know,
Do
flow
not
through
get
as
your hope
quickly as I
up
can.
for like
Yeah.
big beefy boys. It's not
Anyway.
happening here.
Iris spots some poor guy getting the crap kicked out of him, tries to ring the cops, doesn't go
Big
too well.
boys.
Tries to get the attention of one of the guys who does security in the area, tells her it's okay, I've already called the cops, everything's cool. She goes to check on her daughter, realizes that the daughter is not where she's supposed to be, and also soon realizes that someone has broken into the rec center. We, the viewer, realize that someone is probably hopped up on the old rage virus because people are getting the shit kicked out of them, and everything's falling to shit, and Iris is just completely unaware. Iris spends most of the film trying to track down her daughter. In the course of
Yes,
it,
she
she
does.
runs into... frack, hang on 2 seconds.
Lewis.
Juan,
The guy's name.
Julio, Esteban.
Lewis, thank you.
God damn it! I was so close.
You
Yep.
were like no lie, you were.
She runs into Lewis, who is also in the rec center, who claims to have gotten in there with his wife, Mimi. They were in an ambulance on their way to the hospital because she's just about to have their kid. Unfortunately, in the madness that's happening outside, the ambulance plowed into the side of the rec center, so here they are. By the way, I'm going to need you to give me a hand delivering the kid. What? Fa-dum!
Yep.
Zombie baby.
He literally like,
Zombie,
hey, I
this
just
is-
saved your life. You owe me, so come with me if you want to live, kind of vibe.
Can I just
Yeah, to
say,
be
and
fair-
this might just be me, are people getting sick of the zombie babies now? I'm kind of like, I think the shock
No,
factor
I-
of zombie baby is
I
kind of
am.
worn on me.
Stop. There is no zombie baby. I just did that because I always do that when you have a pregnant zombie chick.
Again, he added something that wasn't there.
What? It's the instantaneous thing that you think of when you see your one with the virus tied to a chair and she's
That's
pregnant.
what you think of, but that's
Yeah.
not what happened, though.
That confused me. And I haven't seen this
see how
movie before.
confused.
I still always
Anyway.
give a 50-50. You never know for sure.
That is true.
It turns out the people that are infected before they go all loopy have got red marks on their hands. So Lewis has figured this out, checks Iris's hands. Iris explains, look, I'm looking for my daughter. Lewis says, yeah, that's not a bother. Help me deliver my kid and you'll get your daughter back because I found her. She's a nice little girl. She's all safe and cool, but I really need help with my wife delivering my son. So you're going to help me do this whether you like it or not. Iris eventually
So I've tucked her
capitulates.
away somewhere. You'll get the room number when you help me, kind of vibe.
Extortion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah.
Kidnapping and extortion, technically, which is, if you're going to go, go for two.
Iris capitulates. They have to make their way to a different part of the place where they can get their hands on a med kit and set her up where they can try and deliver the baby.
Hey, kids, welcome to the Chiznets. How are you getting on, bud?
Oh, Hikagi. While they're on the way, they actually run into Iris's husband, Javi, who had arrived on to pick up the daughter and
Well,
didn't
he's
make
gonna
it
be
very
pissed.
far. Yeah, and it's
No,
in this.
not really.
It's at this point that we kind of get a bit of an insight into what happened between them, because they had a son, and apparently they were down by the pool. She got distracted for a few minutes. He was in the pool. They no longer have a son, and clearly after that point, that's what drove her away from them, because she feels she should not be responsible for anyone. She can't be responsible for anyone. She blames herself for everything,
Yeah, it was
essentially.
hot
And
as absolute balls over here as well, Hickage. Not cool. I
So
ate
essentially-
5 ice creams. That's how hot I've been. And that's just since I got home at 9 o'clock tonight.
How
I
hot is
changed
it?
hats.
5 ice
That's how hot it
creams.
is.
So anyway, we get this insight into the fact that like the reason that she is this person is because this tragedy happened to her, which really is poignant considering
Excuse me.
Lewis is bound and determined that, you know, he's going to save his family, or at the very least his kid. She even points out, what if the kid's infected? Look, we'll fucking cross that bridge when we come to it.
That's a problem for future Lewis.
Weirdly enough, the
And he owns
pregnancy...
it. He straight owns it.
Yeah. Now, despite the fact that, you know, these rage freaks arrive on and there's a near, what's the word I'm looking for? C-section experience with one of the rage creatures once they realize there's a baby in that tied up lady. They do get the kid out, and the kid appears to be uninfected. Happy days. Lewis tells Iris
Sorry,
where
just to
her-
clarify now, is this like hunky days as well?
Yes,
Okay,
hunky dory
okay.
days. So the kid is
See
unaffected.
your day, like I
Unfortunately-
can't tell which days are good.
I'm
which days
very
are awesome.
confused now.
Aye.
Right.
Hey, some days are good, some days are bad.
Do we need
days
some
are
sort
both.
of cipher to be able to figure out what's going
I
on?
do. Like I feel like that's the case.
You know, probably
One
as
thumb
long
up
as you
on
just go with
hunky-dory,
the...
two.
I figure as long as you just go with my tone and intonation, you'll probably get the idea regardless of what words I use.
Intonation?
Bro, I dig you, but your tone is the same so many ways.
Inclination?
No, intonation.
Intonation?
The tone of my... Yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly the fuck along. Mimi gets loose, gets her hands on the
Maybe you
kid.
motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up.
Two motherfuckers. Buzz ain't saying shit in his defense.
I'm sorry.
I think I'm the best behavior right now.
I just didn't want to exclude him. My bad.
Mimi gets loose, gets the kid, and we have a very tense moment where the kid is crying, and it looks like she's either going to crush the kid's head or maybe just like it doesn't look like it's going to go well. And then Lewis has to very quickly do the unthinkable almost and put a bullet in that bitch's head because boom, baby.
Almost.
Oh, it's almost unthinkable until you realize that she's
Oh.
about to crush a newborn baby's head. So it's kind of like, you know what? Iris goes to find her daughter, and now we had seen there's a lot of stuff whereby because there's security cameras everywhere, there's always, you know, the way sometimes in modern
Can I
horror-
ask you two? Sorry to interrupt. Can I ask you two really quickly? Is there this much talking and plot and no action in this zombie movie?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Just to clarify.
Fuck
Okay.
yes.
Continue on.
A couple people get curb stomped. The biggest thing up to this moment is literally the baby being born.
That sounds
Like,
pretty cool, though.
One of the things
not
this
really.
film does.
Like, you see a
One of
baby
the thing-
born, you see a baby born.
One of the things this film does really well is that whole bit whereby, you know, the near miss, whereby something happens in the background and the main character misses it. Yeah, this film actually manages to do it well because we have a good reason and good excuse for this stuff. So, like on the security cameras, like I said, Iris missed the dude breaking in. She also missed another dude walking along with his kid. So that kind of swings back to later on when she's looking for her daughter. She finds that dude dead on the ground, gunshot in his head. Her daughter had a cast on her arm. The cast is cut open on the ground. And when she looks at the furnace that's in front of him, there is a very small corpse in the furnace.
They crispy grilled the kid.
They
This is
crispy
like the
grilled
slowest
a
fucking
kid.
mousetrap of a fucking movie, dude.
And then the audio, they like lose the audio budget for about 30 seconds because we hear. But no,
I
it's
think
not.
that was for
And then
cinematic
we're like,
purposes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
that was stupid.
Do you know like
It's her
that really
screaming
long
rage.
drawing shot from the famous Rob Zombie movie House of a Thousand Corpses?
No
Anyway,
wonder why. I hate
And
it.
he fucking
Iris-
killed it. They did not.
Iris gets the gun and is about to top herself when she kind of stops and sees a rat running in from a place. Kind of like, wait, there's another place I haven't checked yet. Oh no, that's what it is. No, that's what it is. She sees the
Saw
rat,
green
looks up.
thumbprint thing.
Yeah, do you remember the security green thumbprint thing? When her daughter put her thumb to it, it went red, and she makes a joke going, "Only I have the power," indicating only she can make it green. She sees it red. That means her daughter was there. Like breadcrumbs, she follows the red markers to find her daughter, who it turns out is still alive, and explains that there was another guy with his kid that tried to fucking help him. The mad fuckers came along, and it all went tits side up, and she ran and hid in here. So yeah, but
And that's the end of Virus 32.
no,
No,
they
God,
no, they have
no.
to try and escape by all the virus guys because they're in
There's-
one.
There's still
Because we
Yeah,
haven't had
still
any
has
zombie
the-
action really,
left.
or angry people action up to this point.
Well, we've seen like loads of them coming in around. There's been loads of near escapes. We've had Iris
There's
trying
like
to creep
a fucking
around.
pool party of fucking angry people.
I mean, there is lots of near, close calls, near escapes.
A lot of people running
Like,
around in a
I won't lie to you,
how much
Carter looks like he
walking
wants
was
to headbutt his table just talking about this movie.
Just like, you remember how much walking was in Lord of the Rings? This is like the fucking anti-zombie version of, and we're still walking.
He may be exaggerating a little, but
gosh.
it is
I mean,
still.
It's
like I get it.
kind-
Like, we
Man,
needed
I'll always
scenes to
remember in
push-
Clerks too, when he was talking to Star Wars. Oh man, I like Lord of the Rings, but fucking hell, dude, I've never been more like
Oh, that was fucking
so
awesome.
cinematically on point. Just movie 1, movie 2.
And
Movie
for
3.
this, it's like movie 1, we're hiding, we're running, we're scared, we're hiding. Like it just, oh god, man, this is like we want to be
Iris
deep.
playing,
Like we
Iris
wanna-
playing hide and seek with Tata.
Right.
Say that name
features
seriously. Ta-ta.
running
It's like the
zombies.
most dangerous game of hide and seek for like an hour and some fucking change, dude.
And
I
yes,
thought the
things
most
happen,
dangerous
but
game
it's
of hide
so
and seek
interesting
for an hour and
things
some fucking change was the movie literally named Hide and Seek. Or Ready
Yeah,
or
that
Not,
too.
sorry.
This-
Was the movie literally named
this
Ready or
is-
Not? Was that not?
This is the Spanish zombie version.
Viva
Yeah,
España.
this is the Spanish version.
Spanish.
There's less
Look,
weapons.
lads, I'll be honest. I've seen films like this that have been utter dog shit, and I think with the differences in this, it wasn't utter dog shit. I found it entertaining.
I'm not saying it was
wasn't-
dog shit.
No,
I'm just
it's
saying it was
dog
like
shit. It's just,
You can't give out to me. I'm
boring.
merely asking questions. I have not seen the movie.
right. No,
So
because like okay. So
I'm trying to
we make
get
it
a picture painted.
cinematic point when Lewis saves what's her tits to jump into the pool.
Is What's Her
and
Tits
crazy
aptly
follows.
named Tata?
No,
No,
that's mini what's her tits. I'm talking about adult what's her
Mini
tits. 'cause
Tata,
I can't
got it.
remember her name.
Iris?
What's her tits singer?
When we make it this big cinematic thing of they can't swim, explain the fucking ending to me, bro. When that motherfucker
Explain
like,
the what?
"Whoa!"
The ending.
The ending.
Oh, because Lewis is a fucking idiot.
That motherfucker was in the water so long he should have grown fins. All right. Like that had fuck nothing to do. Like that was a dead motherfucker.
Well, no.
Like, that was
Here,
poor
I won't lie to you.
choice.
You don't need to be a professional swimmer when under duress and zombies looking to eat you to not realize to get in the water and just keep swimming up.
Oh no! Like, she had no choice. He pushed them both into the water.
Right.
Madness followed, and then Madness drowned. Madness floated. The rest of the movie goes on, and then as we're doing this panoramic, the world's on fire. Oh my God! We flash back to the pool, and Crazy just comes back to fucking life. So this virus apparently just makes you like fucking immortal.
Sounds about right.
I
Except
think
if
the
you
whole
get
point-
shot in the head.
I think the whole point was, since they've been going on about how you'll be safe once you get to sea, you'll be safe once you get to sea, they're turning around and saying you won't be safe once you get to sea.
Right, like these motherfuckers just now infected live
Is
forever.
this a take on Dawn of the Dead with the whole get to the sea and it'll be fine? Is this like a piss take on that?
I wonder.
Because I dare I say that
No,
in the
the guy
defense of the people
Lewis
in
turns
Dawn
around
of the
and says,
dare I say in the defense of the people in Dawn of the Dead, their whole plan was to get to sea because they had a fucking boat.
and
No,
Lewis has a
'cause-
boat, and he says that
Right.
he was down by the water.
Down
He says
by
he was
the
attacked.
river.
He's down near the water. I can't remember where the fuck he said he was. He gets attacked.
Right.
The lads end up in the fucking water, and then the lads end up not getting out of the water. His theory is once they get into the water, they drown. So if I can get my family onto this boat and out to sea, we're safe. So he's continuously going on about the fact that you need to get onto a boat and out to sea because they can't fucking do stuff because they can't swim or
And
whatever.
in the last few minutes, this virus now tells us we want to curb stomp everybody. We'll take a 32-second pause in between curb stomps. Oh, and we can breathe underwater. Like, it was just a weird.
That was the most baffling part of the whole movie, was
Right.
the whole 32 cooldown without any explanation of why that's a thing.
Because we
Well, she's
never
not a
figured
scientist.
out, like,
Hang on, whoa, she's not a scientist. How the fuck would she know? She's just observed this behavior and done stuff based on it.
that's his
I don't
point.
care.
Is Virus
that- but that
32
was his point.
2022, by the way?
Hang on.
Yes.
Let's see.
April 21st, 2022.
Gracias.
I got Argentina.
Uh,
All right.
Chalupa. That's all I know.
But no, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I was on board for the movie. Like, I didn't hate it. I was just like, oh, thank God it's over. Cool, whatever. Because it was just a slow, like, they didn't do anything new.
Oh, actually, I take it back. They did. They had the whole 2-second pause down, which
Well, no,
New
I
doesn't
mean,
mean
but
good,
like,
evidently.
yeah, I know.
just
That's
mean,
what I'm
like-
saying.
But I just mean like it was all stuff we had seen before and other stuff. But then, like I said, we wanted to do this whole last second, and like so many movies just kind of like
Because I mean, even
fuck themselves up in that when they
even-
do that like last 2-second reveal of dum dum dum.
even
And
Zack
this one was like it made no fucking point.
even Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead had the. It's not a 32-second cooldown, but they had the zombies go to sleep at certain times.
Right.
You know, they kind of essentially hibernate. So there has been like a stasis zombie.
That's why, like, I was really
We
confused
also had
because
the
there's
same
one
thing in
scene
Kingdom where they thought that it was they slept at, or they thought that they were only active at certain times in the day, and it turns out it was actually a temperature bit.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, I
Yes,
liked that, but it was just this whole 32-second cooldown was just weird. And since we get no
Explanation as to why.
insight to it, right? Like it's because like you said, we only learn what she learns, and so like that just kind of made it such a weird. Like we get
which
insight,
is fine if
but
he doesn't figure out why, but like I'm just, and I know it's something that's obviously this just happened in a short span of time. This whole thing started to, so it's like obviously they need more time to figure out why this is happening, why this is doing. The
You're
way
goddamn
it's
right,
doing.
Joseph.
mean-
It's no El Santo.
It is not.
and I mean technically the movie's more about this woman overcoming situations and personal demons to protect a child that she did but didn't want, kind of thing. Like I get it that the virus is more of a backsetting to the overall story of this character, but it was like.
Why she shouldn't have children.
Right. So on that note, will we move on to the trailer for Virus 32? Before we move on, can I say, by the way, one of the most shocking things I heard from that entire review was how blasé Carter is on the miracle that is childbirth. That blew my fucking mind. Once you've seen one kid, you've seen it all. Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying, like Dawn of the Dead, like that was kind of creepy. This was like she's pregnant, she's not.
Oh, you meant?
Woohoo!
Oh, right.
Kind
Gotcha. Okay. Right. I thought
Right.
she literally meant baby making. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like
I'm just
put
waiting
one
for the
in,
slew
one
of
comes out.
angry tweets tomorrow. Oh no. I didn't even say it. He doesn't run the Twitter page. I do. Anyway, we're going to move on to the trailer for Virus. We're going to move on to the trailer for Virus 32, and we're going to be back talking about Zomblogalypse. Viva España.
¿Querés café? Tengo 8, mamá. Sí, tenemos abundante azúcar. Iris reportándose.
¿No te da miedo estar sola acá?
No, qué miedo. Tocás este botón y me llamás. ¿Ves esa cámara que hay allá? Acá te veo. Tranquila, no demores, ya vení. ¿Jugá?
Trancate bien, quédate tranquila.
Tata, amor.
¡Tata!
¿Dónde estás? ¿Qué te pasó? 32 segundos.
Ah, perdón, no me presenté. Soy Luis, sano. Estoy acá con mi esposa.
Hola, Mimi. Nos va a ayudar a traer a Raúl.
Está infectada, loco. Bebé también puede estar enfermo.
Estás siendo cruel. Si Tata estuviera enferma, ¿qué vos la abandonarías?
¿Qué dijiste? ¿Cuándo te dije no? ¿Dónde está?
Decime dónde está mi hija.
Hoy no es un día para asustarse con la locura.
La mamá ya está acá.
Right, that was the trailer for Virus 32. I shall be omitting my vote from the run this time. So what are we giving it, everybody?
I'm happy to give it a 6.5.
I'll give it a 6.
6.
Okay. So that is
Like I
Well-
said, nothing really new. I mean, they had some new things, but I mean, the story was okay. But
Overall, it's like, just to chime in on what Johnny would usually do here because he hasn't seen it. Overall, it's shot very well. The sound is very good in it. The
Like,
effects are good.
cinematography
the
is
sound
good.
would want to be very fucking good, and it's a proper production movie. It's not like a fucking
Yeah.
low budget
Yeah,
indie thing.
like this is but this is my point. Sometimes you get it, especially for a fucking something that's done entirely in a building, where like you have large roofs and shit. You can sometimes have it being pure fucking echoey.
Right.
But
Right, because we have heard some shit ass fucking audio from some things.
I'm so
But their
confused
camera,
by
their
your
sound is
reviews,
good.
by the way.
Me?
Why?
Why? Because like all the.
I think it's boring as shit, but I have to appreciate-
6.166666667. So call it 6.2 for Virus 32. The reviews, your review confused me because it sounded like you two genuinely didn't super like the film, and it sounded like
but I have
he
to
very much
appreciate-
enjoyed the film. But yet, there's
We were
only a
all right
0.5 in the difference between everyone's
Yeah.
adjudication.
I didn't think he was going to go that low. I thought he was going higher.
So did I, actually.
You shouldn't be doing it by what you
But
think
I
he's
also
going to
have
do.
to-
You should be doing it by.
No, and I didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like I said 6 first, and then he
Yeah.
said 6.5. So that's why I was like,
Well,
Oh.
No, I gave mine. I honestly thought Giz was going to go higher, but whereas I did not necessarily enjoy the story, I still have to give a fucking nod to
Production.
camera work. And and it's shot and
Okay.
done really well.
Good. I will probably check
There's
it
a
out.
lot of
It sounds-
misleads.
sounds
There's a lot of
interesting.
misleads that lead to something else. And I was like, okay, you know what? That was cool. I will never watch this again, but nod to that moment kind of thing. And, I do appreciate walking, even though I give it off. Like, I can't walk, so if this movie can, fuck it. Cool. Go you. So.
He also hates baby births.
Nice.
So other things.
Right. So as
he's
I
just not
mentioned,
impressed by it.
as I mentioned, 6.2 for Virus 32, according to 3 of the GoreCast boys. Next up, as I said before, essentially a movie about what happens if you're a dedicated cinema lover and wannabe filmmaker who happens to do a blog during the apocalypse. You fucking blog, baby. You fucking blog.
Yeah.
Hail the apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
I felt like I was
this
in
film.
the apocalypse.
Well, High Octane Pictures, I probably...
This whole episode is Carter is mad.
benefit of High Octane Pictures is I don't think I need to...
Have weeps and stuff?
Yeah, I don't think we need the weeps for this.
You say
don't
that
weep
now,
us.
and then someone gets a fucking hair in their bonnet that probably has nothing to do with High Octane Pictures.
Well, probably
And
not,
just
because
decides-
well, from what I gathered, we all
But
quite
we
enjoyed
also-
this. So I can't see them
No.
having any reason to be wanting to go for Legos.
3 out of 4.
No, I mean, some
But-
random
Three out of-
YouTube. Remember someone tried to
But
give us a copyright
Kegs-
thingy because they had something fucking done.
And Kegs really like the weebs. Like, I mean, we have to cater to our fan base, right?
Well,
You just got
weebs
you just
for
got
2
them
out
for a
of 4, so-
40-minute Giz review on a movie.
I tried Kegs. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Where did he give out about the no weeps? He didn't even say it.
Ew.
Oh no, there it is.
Yeah, he said it.
And it's fine. No, he said it's fine. He agrees with me. Screw you, buddy. Bye.
Fine, whatever. I guess I gotta watch this trailer and the fucking movie.
Well, don't
the
watch
screen.
then. Just listen to
Watch
my
Skype.
sultry voice.
I have to watch
Yeah,
the chat.
watch. Look at my beautiful face.
You
I don't see your face in Skype.
It's just gonna be Keg saying that there's no weebs. We already know that. So, anywho, Zomblogalypse follows 3 bloggers
There you
named
go.
Hannah,
Problem sorted.
Tony, and Miles. Yeah, he's weebing it. The zombie apocalypse has been going on for I think 10 years at this point. I think is what has been stated.
I think the joke there
And-
is that the original series they did was made 10 years ago.
Oh, I missed that part.
I only figured it out afterwards.
Okay.
Well, she's
Oh, see, this is
blogging
why
at the
I
start
was
of the
the
movie,
one.
and they're talking about how it's been 10 years into the apocalypse. And she said the only thing that's kept her sane is the blog. So
Yeah,
I would
I
have
knew
assumed
that. I
that
didn't know there was a
relatively
show.
at some stage early in the apocalypse she started blogging.
Right.
Maybe
Maybe.
1 + 1 = yes. Anywho,
Anything to keep the sanity.
Hannah, Miles, Tony, they're bloggers. 10 years. We're 10 years now. I don't know where that was going with that. They decide, hey, we're gonna go get some grocery shopping. They go to a fucking
Garden center.
And there's no groceries.
But there is weed.
There is weed, which is
There's weed.
technically that is a grocery, number one, and
And tomatoes.
and tomatoes, which is also I play enough zombie survival games to know that tomatoes will save your life in a dire situation. And most importantly, there was some fantastic gaming references that I enjoyed throughout. Number one being the stealth box from fucking Metal Gear Solid. Genuinely cracked me the fuck up when I saw it. It was brilliant.
So they go their grocery shopping. They do said moment that Johnny just talked about. They narrowly make it back with their lives. They were in a car for a while because they were surrounded by zombies. And eventually they get out, they smoke some weed, I think. And then they decide, hey, we should make a movie about everything that's going on and blogging and all that stuff. So they put out this thing like, hey, we're making a movie. Come, we got these perks. Here's some weird farm equipment you can ride or something like that. If you
Fucking
give
tank.
us this much money.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, bring your toilet paper and stuff like that and come make this movie with us. And they do. And they get a bunch of people that show up and backers and the best scene in the movie where they got the little round table thing going on where they're like, oh, here's the scripts. And it's like, this is only 5
called a
pages
table read.
long. Yeah, that's what I said.
You said the round table thingy that they did.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
nice.
I just wanted to
not
clarify.
King Arthur, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
For
is,
a country and
what they-
kingdom.
So yeah, so they decide and they start dispersing the roles to everybody. Like you're the, director, you're the stunt guy, you're
Health and safety.
catering. Yeah, safety.
You're Adam.
medic.
No, wait. She's a
act-
bigger fan of us. She's Adam. I mean, Madam.
That was
Madam.
That was great. We've seen
the
her.
best part.
I was watching it, kind of going, I know you from something. I know you from something. Book of Monsters. She played this chick whose birthday party gets hit by a bunch of monsters and they have to fight back with fucking.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Don't
she's
matter.
in a couple of those
Oh shit!
Uncorked movies. There was another couple
She's in
that
that one anyway.
Give me.
Book of Monsters. I remember
Book of
that
Monsters,
now.
yeah.
All right.
This is the face.
The creature below. I think that was another one
This
we
is the
took a look
face
at.
of what puzzles?
So this is the face of someone who doesn't know what the hell they're talking
Book of
about.
Monsters is another movie from Uncorked Entertainment that the lady
Okay,
who
funny
plays
enough,
Lucy.
I really liked Book of
came up
Monsters.
Book of Monsters was fucking great. Have you? We
Guess what? We're doing Zomblogalypse, not Book of Monsters.
Zomblogalypse.
yes, but there is a correlation of reference there. She did the creatures from below as well, which we
Yeah,
also
that one I've
covered.
not seen.
Quick review.
She's in a movie called Black Belt
Uh,
Brian, which I wouldn't mind seeing. That sounds interesting.
I'm always down for a black belt, unless it's just some dude with a belt. That,
Key eye, motherfucker. I like how when it goes. Buzz looks like he's going to have a mental breakdown. We all just start. You know what? We'll just do a chit chat. It's fine. Fuck it.
Well, it's always like, hey, we need to get
Yeah.
through this one quick, and then there's never
I-
get through it quick.
Oh,
'cause-
sorry.
I'm not saying
I'll
there's a
break down
problem,
the code word. I meant keep the synopsis quick.
Yeah,
All the shit that happens
I
in
know, I'm
between,
trying.
cool. But the actual synopsis.
yeah. Pretty much the synopsis is they make a movie and they get people to act and do things in the movie in the zombie apocalypse. And they
well,
blog about it. Things don't go
you
very
see-
well.
Here's the thing: do they get people to act in the movie? Because I mean, they say I need you to
no.
kind of, we need you to, act like you're getting murdered by a zombie. But then they in fact actually get murdered by a zombie. So
do.
then,
I think that-
where's the line between acting? Now I'm aware that you got a whole fucking what's Batman's name again?
Bruce Wayne.
No, not him. Fucking
Alfred.
Christian Bale.
Terry
That's the one.
McGinnis.
There
Christian
we go.
Bale. I know you got a whole
okay.
method actor Christian Bale thing going on, but I think it blurs the lines between method acting and just happening when you literally get eaten by a zombie.
Well, I think the
I
issue
will
arose when
say-
they decided to use actual zombies to play zombies.
That's probably one of the major problems with their movie production idea is that save on
No.
budgetary constraint. They were like, well, we got hundreds of real fucking zombies here.
Dude, my problem was the amount of people that actually showed up to the fucking table. Like, wait, so you're going to shoot a movie during the Zombocalypse?
Well,
yeah.
in fairness
shit,
to the
I'm on
table read
board.
people,
Fuck it.
none of them realized that the zombies were going to be actual zombies till they were, in fact, at the table read. At which point they'd all already donated money to make this.
And also, too, what else are you doing?
Yeah, we're in a zombie
it is the
apocalypse.
apocalypse. Well, you're just going to survive with
Well,
a
the
bigger group of
three
people.
main leads that we follow in the movie, we find out for a numerous number of years now, we've literally been wiping their asses with dog leaves. Probably
yeah.
because this one gentleman has
That
bought
was a good
all of
scene.
the toilet paper in the land.
That was good because of his bowels.
IBS, irritable bowel syndrome.
IBS.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny. Scene.
just-
Like, oh my god, that was you. Thank you.
Like,
we've been.
I kind of feel like,
He's
okay, day one, I might have been there. Fuck it, whatever. Day two, shit goes wrong. You know what? I don't need this. I'm fucking out of here. Like,
It's safe to say that these three people should not be in charge
No,
of anything.
right.
I won't lie to you. I don't know how they've survived so long in the apocalypse.
Exactly.
right.
Because
I'm not
fortune
trying to
favors-
sound bad. Shooting a movie in the apocalypse, possibly even using some real zombies to flesh out the background in some shots, is not something I would not see us doing. But I feel it would be a much more
They're far enough
tightly.
away. We could use that as filler.
Yeah, I'd be like, I feel it would be a much more tightly regimed and finer cut scenario. And most importantly, all of us are well capable of dealing with some fucking zombies.
I'm not going to lie, there was a distinct point watching this where I was kind of going, you know what? I feel better about when we eventually try and do a GoreCast the movie, because
This is probably GoreCast the movie.
to a degree,
Yeah. From what I
better
understand,
thought out,
GoreCast, the movie, is more so going to be about the Irish meet America. From what I understand, you and I are only aware of American culture via what we've seen on American Horrors. And that's all I know. But imagine, like, two ducks out of water, a coming-of-age story, except both men who are coming of age are nearly in their 40s. And oh, God. Wayne's World meets American Pie. That's probably the vibe I'm getting.
I can totally fucking see that. Yeah. That's what you all do
I like
here?
it a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, this
I'm
is a
probably
Tuesday,
going to
don't
be
worry
Jim.
about that.
From what I understand, because I am the himbo, it will be my dedicated purpose to be the pie fucker. Not that I'm literally fucking a pie, but I'm just for descriptive purposes, if I was an American Pie, I would be the pie fucker.
Dude, we all do it here. That's a Wednesday. It's cool. It's cool. Nobody judges.
I can see that. Anyway.
Why would you want to?
There's a mental image you're never going to get out of your head. Me just fucking hard pumping an apple pie. Viva España!
What are you doing that? Giz, it's tradition here. Let it ride. It's cool.
I've seen American Pie. This is how America do. This is how America do.
And me and Buzz, this is not what we do. This is so not what we do.
Some people do. Whatever some people do behind their closed doors.
Right.
You didn't. Anywho. Fuck. Wrong.
He coughed all the way
yeah,
through
so
your
I hate this
avocado
movie.
intro.
I know. That's I've now come used to it now. Where is it? Oh yeah, they make a movie. They try to make a movie. Things go wrong. People die
every day.
Lots of people die
every day.
Every day, their casualty number goes up as the days
Some
go
would
by.
say rapidly. Like
Yeah,
no
it's great.
days without incident on this film set.
Right.
Yeah. That's yeah, the little thing had to erase
Yeah,
the
that
0
was
days
45 minutes into the fucking set being built. One of the major issues that people run into on this production, outside of
dying,
that none of them are designed to defend against zombies, period. B, very baffled as to how they've lasted 10 years in the zombie apocalypse, because judging by the crew of people that they are, genuinely would have been like, I would have thought you would have been one of the first lot to go. But
you've got
one
the
of the
two
major
people, the production people, I can tell that like they've lasted because they're badass. Everybody else, I'm just shocked that they're still here.
The production people? What are you on about? There's no production people there. The only actual production person is the camera person, and I have queries about that lady myself.
The two that donated the fucking toilet paper.
The executive producers.
Oh, right. Sorry, I get you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Because they reminded
bring me
of,
on to
like,
one of the
fucking
major
Bert from
one of the
Tremors.
major issues that this film production runs into, outside of, as I said, ill preparedness for being in a zombie apocalypse, is that only about 7%, maybe not even 7%, a very small percentage of the film production crew are actually involved in film production in any way, shape, or form. And as I said, the camera lady, who seems to be the most professional in film production, I don't know. It's like it's the zombie apocalypse. Anyone can get their hands on a pretty nifty fucking camera if you know where the pretty nifty camera is. Do you know what I mean? Because she was adamant. She was like, oh, that's a beautiful shot. I can fucking, we're going to make gold here. And then I'm looking at the rushes with the production people near the end of the movie, and I'm like, this is dog shit. What was this lady thinking? Like, she seemed like she was adamant that she was shooting goddamn gold. Where is it? What was it? What was this lady seeing through the camera? Because that's not what was there. That's not what was there. The only two proper professional people are the two production people, as you mentioned, because the way they duped them, I feel was something they've done before.
Like I can edit better, kind of thing.
Well, then they shouldn't have got so antsy about that. I won't lie to you, that did go through my head, that I'm like, no one's even, like, she was shooting on a 4K camera, lads. You're aware you can, I know it doesn't look great now, but you can zoom that up. You know, we're in an apocalypse. I don't think you even need to be exporting in 4K. I think 1080 is probably more acceptable. It's probably going to be mostly phones, if anything, people are going to be watching them on. Because for some reason, there still appears to be internet. I don't know how the fuck that works.
They even, to be fair, they even make mention of that fact. Kind of like the internet still works somehow.
Electricity.
And weirdly enough, so when she was like, "Oh, I can make this work," I had no doubt.
And running water.
Okay, she's gonna.
There was a lot of functional things involved in making her production set work that I was very baffled as to how all of these things were still on.
So yeah, so as the movie went on,
I thought we were out of the synopsis.
As did I.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I said about doing the snappy synopsis, and then you did an even snappier ending to the synopsis that you had initially started, and then I thought we kind of just started discussing bits.
We'll edit it in post. That's okay. Okay, we're good. We're edited. That's Zomblogalypse. That's the movie.
I gotta say,
that's
like,
the synopsis.
Zomblogalypse.
That's what I said.
Zomblogalypse.
No, I totally heard that. Zomblogalypse. I totally heard Buzz say that shit, dude. He nailed it.
Alpaca.
Right. Now, like, before the show, I heard you guys mentioning, Sunny. Oh, shit.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Thank you. And The Office. And apparently that's why I did not like it, because I was like, okay, fine, whatever.
Sorry, you don't like Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I knew this day was going to come. No. And Buzz, I did not like the British nor American version of The Office.
The Office,
nor do I.
The Office, I can understand because it's both renditions of that show have been very hit or miss with most people. But from what I understand, literally the entirety of planet Earth loves Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Well,
mostly because Charlie Day is a fucking nutcase, and mostly because it would appear that Danny DeVito in older age is willing to do almost anything on camera.
I guess you gotta love Danny DeVito, willing to do almost anything in front of a fucking camera. Sorry.
Yeah.
So like 99.1 of us do not like Always Sunny in whatever fucking state it's in.
Mikage, if you have Netflix, watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You will enjoy it. He said, I don't know this thing, so I don't agree. So I was like, give it a go. See how you like it. I think you will like it. Most people do.
I mean, dude, like legit, I'm sure, Kegs, you'll like it.
Did you watch the new season that came out recently where they went to Ireland? There's like maybe 2 episodes at the start and 1 at the end where they're in America,
like
and
the
whole the whole season ends in Ireland. And Colm Meaney's in it.
The Walking Dead, I have tried multiple times to be on the bandwagon, and each time I've just happily not just fell off, but jumped off going, God, please take me now.
Sorry. Like The Walking Dead.
I did, dude.
What
I was like,
in the
oh my
name
God,
of
The Walking
sweet
Dead.
divine Jesus are you talking about?
Pro wrestling.
They have pro wrestling in it. Do you know how good this? Do you know how good this TV show is? Do you know how good this TV show is?
Do
you know how good this TV show is? One of Roddy Piper's last active roles was in this fucking show.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh my sweet.
Because I dig these.
He was part of the Birds of Prey.
I know.
That TV series about Batman's daughter?
No.
Saying.
Okay.
No. The TV series where the gang decided to be interesting because there's money to be made in running pro wrestling gigs, and then they hired not Roddy Piper, he's fucking psycho something or other, and he lives out the back of his car.
I tried.
Like Matt Foley, motivational speaker.
I am not a sunny person. I'm not a.
Fucking Dentley. Fucking Dentley.
Look, okay, hang on a second. I can agree with character in regards to The Office, because this film.
It's a dry
The Office.
humor that I just don't get into.
Yeah, here's the thing. The Office has a lot of cringy humor that I'm not into either, and this film for me goes up to that cringy point, but never crosses it. So you're still able to enjoy the stuff in it. I think it just pulls itself back, and it remains funny without being cringy stupid enough times that it works.
Now, like, I did enjoy moments, you know, because like I said, when we were talking, it didn't hit me till you actually said it. Then I was like, God, that's why that seemed familiar. I love the whole fucking cardboard box thing. And I couldn't figure out why till you mentioned it. I like the round table thing, but just overall, it was so this moment, that moment, like it just as a whole, I just didn't really care for it. And at one point I was like, oh, thank God it's over. How do I have this much longer left? What the fuck? Like, I just kind of was like hoping somebody would nuke somebody. I just couldn't. And
What sort of TV show do you think you're watching?
I think that's Carter's overall opinion for most of these movies.
No,
tonight.
dude, I love fucking Wyrmwood.
Well, I said that's why I said most. I didn't say all.
No, it was just a dry humor that I just couldn't get into. Like, you know, when they were trapped in the car, I was like, please just kill them now. Or me, either. Just let this end.
That was only like 15 minutes into the movie.
It really was.
You got a lot to go after that.
Oh, yes, it was, dude.
Yeah, but then you had all the stuff with Lindsay. She was awesome.
I mean,
you're not going to sell them.
I appreciated her character. It was cute, but, you know. And I appreciated those weird moments, like, what was it, in the van that she had sat there for, like, God knows how long, fucking with a piece of candy. And it's like, find the keys? Well, I mean, like, I'm still, did you check the visor? Yeah, Flip. I didn't check the passenger side yet, but, like, there was just so many, like, small moments that the overall, I was just like, I laughed. I guess you did your job. It's a comedy. Fuck it, whatever.
Right. So, I guess on that we'll go to the trailer for Zomblogalypse, which, contrary to Carter's opinion, is a very entertaining movie if you're not into The Office or any other taste in comedic, generally worldwide renowned entertainment. We'll be back in a moment.
If it helps, I'm also not into the Trailer Park Boys, so I don't know.
Oh, sweet mother to the point. Just get off the show. God damn.
I'm not into Trailer Park Boys either, so.
Oh, goddamn. Trailer Park Boys is goddamn amazing.
This is it. It's the end. Thank you. It's been a real journey, but all things must come to an end.
There's some zombies over there. So you might
What? You know, the stuff we've seen and the things that we've survived, we should make a film. I just feel like if we'd have died, what would we have to show for it?
To be honest, I'm still struggling with why anybody would give a fuck about wanting to make a film about the apocalypse during the apocalypse.
Hannah's right, though. We've had a lot of great shenanigans in the apocalypse. We can make an awesome movie out of that, just minus all the boring bits like the pooing.
Hark! A wild zombie approaches.
I might be asking for this, but how are you going to do the zombies?
I'm not going to do the zombies.
Are you planning on using real zombies in your film?
Well, yeah.
They're also really dangerous.
Well, that's the fun part. That's the what do they call it? It's the frisson.
A slight problem. They followed the drone.
Oh my god. Merde.
Turn the drone off! Turn it off!
I can't. The battery's died. It's set to return to home.
Well, how fast can it go?
40 miles an hour.
Why?
Of course it's going to be a success. I mean, you know, whatever the script is, whatever the actors are, whatever I get to work with, I can turn it around and make it something quite magnificent.
What a bunch of fucking idiots.
What's up, GoreCasters? We're here with a slightly different promo this week as we have an interview coming up with Elizabeth Piperess, Lydia Kalman, and the one and only Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton, as we talk about the movie that they're in, The Dark Offerings. You see something? Dark Offerings is a social media based horror movie that is scary as hell. It's out on Amazon Prime now, and we're going to be talking to some of the... Okay, screw this. 8:30 p.m. CST over on American Horrors, where hopefully I'll be there and not having my soul eaten out by some demon. that was the trailer for Zomblogalypse and also a trailer for what's going to be coming up with us this Sunday on American Horrors, 8:30 p.m. CST, whatever the quiz is, GMTs. Only on American Horrors. Yeah, so Zomblogalypse. All of you guys saw the trailer. There's a French. What? There's a French?
Yeah, I couldn't quite figure out what he was talking about on that.
Assuming it means a French person in the movie.
Possibly.
Maybe French Stewart from Third Rock from Sun.
Could be
might
that.
have livened it up a bit.
Anyway, Viva España.
Oh, when Tony's running along in the drone and it's like, they're after us. Meld.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that part.
That's shit in French.
No, he's not French. He just says that one word, Kagi.
Yeah.
Right. So, voties for Zomblogalypse.
8.
7.
Carter, you go.
He said 4.
Oh, he's fucking hell, dude. Jesus.
I owned that. I was like 4.
Okay, well then I'm going to give it a solid 8 as well, I think. Because it's low budget, but it's kind of designed by plot to be low budget, which really lends into the low budgetness of it, which I think is goddamn ingenious. The ECW'd it.
Yeah. I honestly didn't care about the low budget thing. Like, I thought that was cool. It is what it is.
Oh, the chicken legs run.
The which?
The chicken legs run.
The chicken leg. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
God damn! I was like that was actually. I gotta give that guy credit, man. He was very good at wrangling zombies and not getting
killed
ever.
And I dug his fucking scrapbook zombie thing. Like, I thought that was fucking awesome.
It's a 6.75 for Zomblogalypse, according to the GoreCast boys. That 4 really fucked us in the ass.
Did? That's what I'm here for.
Carter got fucked in the ass watching it, so just everybody else.
Well, this is why Spotify and YouTube listeners need to listen to the whole thing and not just tune in for the bit where we give the ratings at the end. So you can just get a full understanding of how we got to a 6.5, because there was a large skew from one side of the thing.
Just pull pants down, and here it comes.
Damn straight.
Right in the ass. Anywho, moving on.
But we finally get to end on an awesome note of Wyrmwood 2, because like that movie's fucking awesome.
You're lucky that I really like this movie, because I might have given it a low score out of spite, but I can't because it's really
fuck right. You can't, because it's an awesome fucking movie.
Yeah. So as was previously mentioned at the start of the show, just while I'm downloading the trailer here as well, Wyrmwood Apocalypse is the sequel to the 2014 Australian indie movie Darling that came out of the year, because that was like the indie movie that everyone was like, okay, you need to go check out this fucking Australian zombie movie because it is fucking crazy. So Wyrmwood is about a zombie apocalypse that kicks off. Long and the short of it is, zombie apocalypse kicks off. People are surviving within the zombie apocalypse, and the government are up to shenanigans, kidnapping people and kidnapping zombies and trying to work on a serum / thing. And a girl by the name of what's the
Brooke,
thank you. I had Becky in my head. I knew it was some B name. Brooke, she unfortunately gets nabbed by these lads and starts getting experimented on, and she gets juiced up with some zombie juice and ends up becoming a bit of a zombie hybrid, and also, for lack of a better description, a zombie master, where she's literally able to mentally control other zombies around her. Also, unfortunately for the lads unfortunately for the lads around her, her big outback built like a brick shithouse man mountain of a brother who's an absolute fucking unit of a fucking dude. He goes looking for her, understandably, and many soldiers and zombies have a terrible time due to it. As well as his batshit crazy friend Benny, and Benny's family to a lesser degree, until we get to the sequel, where unfortunately, due to the end of movie 1, Benny has died. Brooke has developed her zombie master powers on quite nicely. If she wasn't for the fact she was a good guy, she'd be a really bad guy. Yes.
She'd be a handful.
She'd be a handful, all right. Yes. And also her big brick shithouse of a brother is still equally as big of a brick shithouse of a brother and absolute unit. Just he's got a bigger beard. That's about the major difference going on there.
Bit of an issue. He would be a bit of an issue.
The beard? He would be a bit of an issue. Yes, if you're pain in the ass would be the easiest thing. He's one of those I don't die kind of guys. Do you know what I mean? It's just
right.
There's about a flesh wound. That kind of a gent is what you're dealing with. So
that beard warns you I'm about to fuck up your day.
Also, there's a 10-part mini series that came out online that I saw some of, I think, but I don't think I saw all of it. But essentially, that kind of fills in the gap between these two movies as well. So the movie opens up with Brooke and two new additions, who it turns out are Benny's nieces. R.I.P. Benny, because Benny was the fucking balls. And they're all kind of working together now, trying to essentially survive the zombie apocalypse, kind of get a handle on the zombies, also get a handle on themselves, because some of them are developing zombie powers. And also trying to find these military murder units that are going around trying to get people, because they're aware that they're a bunch of evil motherfuckers, whereas other people are unaware. Well, actually, most people are aware that they're evil motherfuckers, bar the people that work for them who are unaware, or aware and blasé about it, either or. It's a kind of a...
They think that, some people think that they're doing, bad things for a good reason. This is going to cure the world, where in reality, no, it's going to cure these people that we wanted to cure over here.
Yes. Now, we enter... sorry, I just need to pull up a name here, because I did that thing that I normally do, where I assigned everybody their own fucking names that make sense in my head. Yeah.
Short guy, tall guy with beard, short guy with beard.
No, Barry. Barry is Brooke's older brother. Where the fuck is the... What's the name of the... No, not the Colonel. What's the name of the twin?
Brooke?
No, not Brooke.
Oh.
The guy that we follow for the majority of the movie until we run back.
Oh, Reese.
Reese, thank you. Reese is a twin brother of a man.
Also, that still the Zomblogalypse playing.
Yes, I was trying to download something.
Okay, sorry.
Being the trailer, precisely. Did it? No, that's not yeah, Reese is the twin brother of a soldier guy who works for the aforementioned government dudes who are absolute pricks, who got murdered in movie 1. Reese doesn't really work directly for the military as such. He's like a man unto himself, but he wrangles people for them because it's all in the greater good of trying to work out a cure / zombie virus of whatever, which Reese is also a little nibbler of, because did he get bitten? Or is it the virus is now contagious?
No, that's what it is. No, that's what it is. Okay. It's explained in the first movie that the virus is everywhere. However, people with blood type A are automatically immune.
That's it.
Everyone else already has it, and they'll turn when they die.
Yes, that's it. So, Reese has it to a certain degree, but he's been giving this medication that takes it off. Reese...
And has a nice little setup.
Reese is a fucking unit, not unlike Barry, where very impressive the first time you meet Reese. He has this nice little shack with some defenses around it, and actually something I should have mentioned, the zombies in this, and it's funny because as we talked about Virus 32 and the kind of the new mechanic for the zombies, for lack of a better description, that's in there is they pause for 32 seconds, and you're kind of, as you guys said, you were like, it didn't really add. It's like, sure, they do something new, but it didn't really add anything to the whatever. These zombies have a mechanic in them that isn't seen to other zombies, which is they exude this gas, and the gas is super potent, and you can essentially use it like a jet fuel to a near degree.
Yeah. Once again, it's something that's explained in the first movie.
That's why I was saying something I should have mentioned was...
Yeah, most flammable liquids, whatever the meteors that cause this new world paradigm, this new situation, whatever that's done to the atmosphere has also made it so that most flammable liquids don't work. But the lads realized that whatever gas the zombies are spewing, that's flammable and that works.
So they've now started lobbing limbs off of zombies and just strapping them onto the back of motorcycles and strapping them onto cars. And Reese in particular has an entire zombie heating system, showering system, and growing system worked out from essentially just tying up zombies into random things and strapping gas masks onto their face.
And just on a fucking visual level, it's fucking cool as shit to have some weird ass zombie strapped to some dude's bike as he's like railing off to do whatever.
Yeah. So the military guys, as I said, Reese is kind of working for them, and the military guys are still doing what the military guys do, which is try to kidnap people, try to get zombies, and also because from movie one, the colonel of the military guys and the head scientist from this particular unit both got bitten and are now inhaling human and zombie juice to essentially try and stave their zombie thing, while also trying to keep it all hidden away from all of the other soldiers, because if any of the other soldiers find out, it will be pew 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 in the head.
And hunting down any hybrid, because now that we know about Brooke, holy shit.
Yeah, we need them, because controlling zombies would be dead fucking handy, basically.
Especially since we're going to become one soon.
Yes.
Right.
So, forward on a little bit, there's some shenanigans go on. There's a lot of kind of interesting zombie stuff that happens. We get a little bit of an investigation around the more disgusting and seedy scenario. That's from what was a pretty disgusting and seedy scenario from movie one. It's excelled into a whole new level now, because essentially this platoon has been run by two semi-psychopaths that are hopped off their head on. Because the zombie pill powder, or what we find out is human powder later on in the movie, the man pig dust.
Nice.
They're there. The doctor particularly is there hoofing it in like he's off his box on the old Charlie Speeds.
Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of makes sense because we've seen.
Did you? Sorry, one moment.
That...
Did you say something, Buzz? No. Okay, cool. Your mouth moved and no audio, and I was like, oh, but no, it's all good.
Panic.
But we've seen from the first movie that Brooke, because she's a hybrid, has these moments whereby she kind of drifts more towards the zombie side of her, and she needs to ingest blood to kind of center herself again.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense that all the cures that we're... Yeah, it kind of makes sense that all the cures that we're seeing, or all the stopgaps that we're seeing, you know, the doctor and the colonel, they're ingesting something that's basically being made from refined human brains.
Yes.
The pills that Reese and the lads are on, you know, that stopgap we find out is basically being
it's
made
just ground
from
up human.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense that the entire thing is about satiating this virus with what it craves anyway, humans.
Yes.
You know, fucking living things.
Yes. Reese is starting to become a little bit dubious about how honorable the nature of what these guys are doing is, and becomes especially dubious when Benny's two nieces get captured and brought in, both by him.
One of the basically he drops their van. He grabs one of them, but he doesn't grab the other one because the sister stuck her into the trunk.
Yeah,
one's unconscious, the other one's conscious.
Yeah, he grabs the zombie hybrid sister first. Oh yeah, and then when he brings the other sister up, it's a bit of a ploy.
Yeah.
So things aren't going well in there for the sister or the other sister. They all break out. Reese gets her out of there. Reese goes to do a getaway, and unfortunately Reese gets side-railed by a bunch of the military dudes and captured. And Reese is tied to a tree, and they said, we're going to hang you high enough so they can eat you from the legs up, basically, which is a slow and painful death. Because as he said, as the colonel said, he was like, essentially, you're a fucking unit, and I have a funny feeling you're going to last right up until they get to your guts.
Honestly, I was waiting for a scene whereby they're sitting back somewhere with binoculars, placing bets to see how long he lasts.
Yeah.
So did I.
That didn't happen. So anyway, Reese, being, as is said on the tin, an absolute unit, does that thing that the gymnasts do where he's tied to the tree and he lifts his legs up and he's keeping them, and people who go to the gym, I suppose, as well, he's keeping them dead steady leg planks, essentially, just standing leg planks. And he's holding on for a fair amount of time. But there's only so long you can leg plank before your abs, your legs, and your hips are all going to give out on you. And eventually Reese has to just...
The sun is beating down at him.
Yeah, and eventually Reese just has to consolidate to the fact that I'm going to get eaten from the legs up. So he drops his legs down, and surprise, Brooke and the boys. Brooke and the boys are there, and she's gone, nope, zombies, don't eat them. And of course, due to the aforementioned zombie master powers that she has, the zombies are all like, okay. So they knock old Reese out, they bring Reese back to the base, and then they start interrogating and torturing Reese. And there's a bit of a confusion because they're like, okay, so you kidnapped one sister and you brought the sister in and handed her in like a piece of meat, but then you also helped break out this one, so I kind of don't know what to do with you. And also, you're wearing, and because this is Australian, I feel okay using this word in this particular sentence. Also, you're wearing the face of someone who, from the previous movie, we've learned for the majority of the film, is an absolute fucking cunt. So you can imagine where we're having a slight issue getting on the same page with you or whatever. But it turns out they eventually kind of semi-do get on the same page. Well, they go on an adventure.
To be fair, Reese's rebuttal is, "Oh, you're the cunts that killed my brother."
Yes, but seemed okay with
They do get on the same page.
Yeah, they did get on the same page. They find out about Reese's medication. Then they decide to teach Reese a lesson, so they bring him to one of the manufacturing plants where the aforementioned
see where the chocolate's made.
Willy Wonka's zombie dust factory is not an entertaining experience.
All Emperor's Children on those
and
lads.
Johnny Depp in it is terrifying. So Reese suitably pissed off because he finds out that essentially he's working for the bad guys and he isn't actually a bad dude. So he knocks the shit out of one of the guys there, then does the weirdest way of gaining everybody's trust, which is smack Barry clean into the fucking face, steal his shotgun, and then essentially be like, I could blow your fucking noodle off right now, but I'm not gonna. Because you and me and your psycho sister, or should I say temporarily not psycho, but soon to be psycho again, because that's what happens. We're going to go and fuck up these fucks. And we're going to get this little lady that we're looking to get back to out in the mischief. And they do. They all head in there. They bring a whole bunch of zombies in with them because, you know, Brooke with zombie master powers.
Which, I mean, super smart. Bring back up.
Yeah, bring back up.
Fuck up some shit.
Zombies with machine guns was great.
Yes.
Oh, yes, it was.
Bring back up.
Can't aim worth shit, but they don't need to.
Yeah, when you got a machine gun, you just need to just swing around in the general direction and hope for the best.
Don't know if that's always the case, but it worked.
No, if you're undead, though, I mean, that's what more can you expect out of someone that hasn't a full use of their faculties?
Spray and pray, kind of.
I won't get into the ins and outs of the end of the movie because, needless to say, it's a goddamn high-octane roller coaster of shit that goes on. And some people, a whole lot of death. Some awesome fights. A Terminator zombie he's definitely up on some of my top zombies to not fuck with.
Cyborg zombie?
Yeah, it was Terminator zombie, 100%. Big red eye, the whole 9 yards, only half the face there. It's good times.
Kind of Eddie from Iron Maiden.
At least one, if not two, of the Eddies from Iron Maiden, anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a very rare sequel where it does completely add on to the story from movie one. It doesn't feel like it's just adding a load of shit and bringing people back for no fucking reason to just have them in because they're in the original movie. Every bit of plot and everything of this is all fully fleshed out and thought about. And I won't lie to you, so fleshed out that I'd feel that these were all things that were in the noggin when script one was being written, that they were like, okay, we need to get script one done, get that up to there, see how we get on, and if more is needed, we have more. Which is probably rule one of when you're making a movie, is if you're ever pitching a movie to someone, already have the sequel half written. So
well, and in this one, like, it's so like shot for the first one where it's like you get a lot of cool stuff, but you could still see a sequel. They do the second one just as well. Like, there's so many awesome things, but like part of me really wants to see a third just to like continue this awesome.
I feel
ride.
that open-ended ending is very much setting up for. Well, that's what they did with Wyrmwood 1 as well. Was leave it open-ended.
Like,
it's a conclusive ending, but
right. But in that same sense, like, look how long it took them from 1 to 2. So like, I don't want to get my hopes up and say there will be a 3, but like, you know, I would totally be on board after watching 1 and 2 to like definitely sit down and fucking give money for 3.
Right. I'll tell you something. We're going to start moving on now because that was a patent to Johnny Deadly quick semi roundup of the stuff. Loads of fucking action. shot fucking-tastically, and even higher quality because they obviously have more of a budget behind this one. Like, or it could just be it's way easier to get your hands on a fucking shit-hot fucking camera now. But is absolutely brilliantly shot. Action's great, soundtrack's great, the humor in there is, not soundtrack, score is great, the kind of the dry humor that's in there a little bit is really good. And as I said, one of the things you don't get with a lot of sequels these days, actual character progression, where it's kind of like, oh my god, they're growing from where they left them in movie one. It's like, I feel some steps of advancement have happened from the last movie. Don't get that in a lot of sequels these days. I mean, even look at all the fucking Marvel sequels. It's just like, it's the same movie, but with a different bad guy and a new resolution. We need to figure out how to fuck him up.
Dude,
but other than that, it's the same thing. We have the same guys from the last movie. We now have a new person that we have to just shove in there. Will they get on with them? Won't they get on with them? I don't fucking know. Who's our big bad this time? Someone get me a Marvel comic. That one. Okay, we're going to use him. He's going to fight those people. They're going to get the new person and we're going to see how we're all going to get on.
I've seen that movie before.
Every Marvel movie since Iron Man.
Don't forget about the Skybeam. Always a Skybeam.
Always a Skybeam. I mean, there's always some sort of laser either going up to the sky or coming down from it to fuck up everybody's day. There's always just some big laser something or fucking death beam or fucking intergalactic black hole laser or some fucking laser beam that lets you write your name on the moon if you're in the Tick universe. Do you know, there's like multiple Chairface.
Yep.
Anyway, Wyrmwood doesn't suffer from any of those kind of things. It's a goddamn absolute chapter 2 to the movie that was chapter 1. Pardon me one moment. My dog is trying to shove his foot the entire way into his ear hole. I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, this movie is minus the sky beams, so it's good.
It had basement beams. Do you remember the big beam of fire when it blows the thing out the thing? So we did have sky beams.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, but that's Wyrmwood Apocalypse. Absolute banger. Make sure to go out and check it out. If you haven't seen Wyrmwood 1, you don't need to watch this, but I dare I say it will be well worth it once you see how well tied in this entire movie is with it. We're going to hit the trailer for it, and then we're going to be back where Buzz has got me some of the dumbest shit that people have managed to most likely miscorrectly type while asking dumb shit on the internet. Back in a moment. Boink.
It's the end. Thank
I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home, and if people don't like me, they can leave me alone.
This is where you tell me you're gonna help me get my sister back. I've seen the bodies.
They're terrorists, they're killers.
Ain't that what you do?
We need you.
Who's your sister? Oh, fantastic. You reckon you can get us in there?
Easy.
I gotta make this right. So I'm gonna go into that bunker and we're gonna kill every last one of those sons of bitches. Fucking A.
Whoa, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh, yes. It's one hell of a lovely skull. Good work, Reese. You dumb son of a bitch.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Come on, mate.
was that? Fuck me.
Yeah, like I asked-
Joseph, going to have to ask you a quick question. What you talk about there, Willis? Are you talking about Dawn of the Dead and Night of the Living Dead? Is that what you mean?
Evil Dead.
There's no "the" in the until
The
you get to
Evil Dead?
Ash. It's Ash versus the Evil Dead.
But there is Evil Dead. I didn't say that.
You did say that.
But he did say that though. Joseph said the dead one.
Oh fucking hell! This is really hard to do. The is the reason for this whole conversation in the first place. No, the film set the dead.
Still don't know.
Okay, so there's the Dead.
Whoa, you killed your
2010
mic.
Film.
I killed my mic. Did you say I killed my mic?
You're
Very low.
Oh shit. Okay, I vaguely remember that movie. All right. There's the Dead. 2010.
Am I back now?
A U.S. military engineer's plane crashes on the west coast of Africa, and he needs to travel through the zombie hordes in order to reach safety, receiving help from local African soldiers gone AWOL. That one I remember.
Am I back now?
And then the Dead 2.
You're very, very low, man. We can barely hear you.
Well, I'm gonna say I have no opinion because I don't know. I have no idea what movies he's talking
I
about.
remember
so-
the Dead,
man,
but I don't
Hi, Bree.
remember. I don't remember the sequel.
Welcome to the chats.
Hey, Bree.
So I'm gonna say no because I haven't seen whatever movies he's on about.
Actually,
so.
so yeah, Joseph, I don't know about the sequel, but it is both of them are definitely better than Dead 1. Because I remember seeing that one.
Well, while he's messing around, maybe do scores. You guys got scores?
4 score. Oh, that's actually kind of fitting. 4 score.
Okay.
I thought it was witty. Fuck it. I don't know.
It's for scores, and I get analogies of
right.
force.
Maybe we should wait for him to sort the mic issues before we run into the scores, or else it's going to be too.
mic issues.
Oh, we can kind of hear you there.
How about now?
You're louder than you were after you messed up the mic, but you're still not as loud as you were at the start of the show or anything.
Right. Okay.
You're very quiet. And totally missed my, 4 score thing.
Oh no, I heard it.
very
It was
witty.
just a terrible joke.
I heard you. Just
No, I was telling him it was very witty. The other two laughed, like just off the fucking chain laughed.
Okay, I suppose give it a 9. It's
Yeah.
just fucking fun, especially if you're watching this back to back with the other one, because it's just a mad cross between Mad Max and fucking Dawn of the Dead.
Fuck right. 9.
Test. Test.
I give it a 8.5. I didn't see the first one, and I didn't know there was a first one. The only way I knew about this movie was Gibbs was like, "Hey, let's do these movies." That's the first time I heard about this movie. Not seeing the first film, I was able to follow it enough to where I don't think I was hindered by not seeing the first film. I'm sure there would have been maybe a little bit more clarity on certain things if I did see the first film, but I don't think it made me enjoy it any less. So they did a couple of flashbacks here and there that kind of like, okay, that makes I kind of understand what's going on here. Yeah, 8.5. It was a lot of fun. Like I just sat there, just started like, I like the first. I just didn't know what kind of movie this was because I didn't see the first one. So like I was just like not really sure where the movie was going, but it like kind of as it started to get going, I was like, oh my god, this is a lot of fucking fun.
Okay, now it sounds like you got a fan on. Okay.
That's what I was trying to power on.
My bad. My bad.
But yeah.
Oh, see, Carter called it.
Would. But yeah. So I enjoyed it. I wouldn't go. I mean, like I said, I don't feel like I needed to see the other ones. Like I said, if I did see the first film, some more things would have been clarified, maybe a little bit more. But I had a lot of fun. Like I thought the acting was great, the story was great. Like I was saying before, I was kind of like, this was a little bit of a different take of the whole zombie thing. You know, we're using zombie as fuel. We're using zombies as medicine. We're
yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, and the zombies kind of looked like they were a little bit gassy.
A little gassy.
Indigestion coming out of them.
Well, they've eaten.
Like that
they've
part.
probably eaten a lot of people, so you know.
Right. Indigestion.
It happens. So yeah, 8.5. It was a lot of fun.
Cake says, since the spider accident, his mic has died. Big F.
Johnny's mic should be back now.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Since the spider accident. No. The mic's been working since the spider. The mic cable issue was happening long before the spider incident. I'm assuming you're talking about the DayZ spider. Is that the one you're on about?
Yeah.
The one where you
nearly punt kicked the whole computer off the table. Yeah.
Right.
In my defense, if that was a real life scenario though, that meant that spider was getting kicked straight in the fucking face.
If that was a real life scenario, that means that spider had come through a wall. Odds are your foot's going through it too.
But I'm going
Either
out with
way,
foot in its
my
eyeball.
brain automatically went threat at 2:00. Boom.
Unfortunately,
I might get my
went.
leg bitten off. I don't know, but all I know is that I'm going down fighting.
Unfortunately, reality went computer table at 2:00. Bang.
But I went out fighting. That's all there is to it.
Right. So votes off everybody were, what did everybody do? 9s, was it? Or what?
Myself and
2
Carter.
9s and 8.
2 9s.
Yeah, 2 9s and an 8.5.
2 9s and an 8.5.
What about you?
9, because perfect sequels don't happen customarily, and I think a perfect sequel
Ain't that
deserves
the
a 9.
fucking truth?
Weirdly enough, this is the second time in as many weeks. Well, not second time in as many weeks, but second time in recent memory that I have seen a good sequel to a film. The first one being Sonic 2.
I haven't watched that yet. I've heard good things though.
If you like the
Watch
first Sonic,
one
then
either.
if you like the first one, then this is a damn good sequel.
So
to it.
that is an 8.875. So that's 8.9 for Wyrmwood Apocalypse, because god damn it, it's a goddamn awesome movie.
Go.
Right, now, moving on before we go. As per usual, Buzz has brought me some of the... Oh, yeah, something I should probably set up before we get into the outros.
The Aussies know how to do a fucking good zombie movie.
You know what, dude? In fairness, the Aussies just know how to do good horror
Fun
movies.
films.
Period.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's true, though.
Black Sheep.
Black
Undead.
Sheep, great.
Oh, fucking Black
Wolf
Sheep.
Creek.
I love that one.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about Wolf Creek.
Wolf Creek's fucking great.
Chris Farley was so good in Black Sheep.
Yes, he was.
David's
Chris Farley?
Yeah. Chris Farley, David
Spade.
Spade did a Black Sheep comedy.
That's where his dad was running for some kind
Oh,
of
okay,
office.
this isn't the Black Sheep that Buzz and I speak of.
No. This one was David Spade's job was to keep Chris Farley away from Dad's campaign.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
And Chris Farley, David Spade shenanigans
The
ensued.
film we're talking about is about mutant zombie sheep. eating people. on a
Sheep
farm.
wolves, basically, is the sheep is
Which was
where
great.
it eventually
Fucking
gets.
It's fucking great.
It's so much better than lamb.
The
That's not
the
saying
DVD
much.
cover has like this hologram thing on it. So one way they're all normal sheep, you turn another way they're zombie sheep.
Oh my god, are
Me-
you serious? That is
Me
brilliant.
taking a shit on the floor was better than lamb.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna do something about sheep, make them fucking killers. And they did. Black sheep was fucking awesome.
That was dark, Buzz.
How much I hate.
I was hoping we could just just walk right by it and forget it ever happened.
That was fucking dark, dude. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's on the floor. You might step in it. Can't walk. right
It's
through
so sticky.
Black sheep and Zombiever. Fucking awesome movies.
All right, window capture. Okay, that was Photoshop, so that's not the window capture we were looking for.
Utter nonsense.
Where's the other window capture? Are you the one I'm looking for? There we go. That is the window capture I'm looking for. Right, so as is customary, Buzz has been floating around the internet to find me some of the most fucked up and stupidly spelled questions in the history of stupid spelled shit. Oh my god, what's going on here? Everything's out of... You know what? Fuck it.
Oh, I looked at it at the wrong time.
Right, so my boyfriend looks like a ferret. Can someone please help?
Once you've seen that, you can't unsee it, darling. You're
Yeah,
stuck.
like right.
Yeah,
like,
once
could
you
have
make
to
the
break
animal
up with
connection,
that
that's it. You either need to just lean into the fact that I might be a furry or not.
Best part is,
one. Right.
Yep.
my best friend looks like a ferret. Period. Question mark. That's the best part.
Pooh? Question mark. What do you think about it?
Shit.
I just had my thoughts about it.
It's good
Better
shit.
than lamb.
Ooh,
It's good shit.
Better out than in.
I
Next.
guess.
Is cocaine considered vegan? I did some last night, and I will feel so bad if it is not. LMFAO, best question of the week. And funny story, yes, technically you could constitute it as vegan, because it is essentially mostly plant. If you're getting it
There
from a
you
good source. Moving on. Help!
I need somebody.
No, stop. I have to keep counting the fucking exclamation points if I'm going to do it correct, or full stops if I'm going to do it correctly.
Sorry,
Help!
I thought it was a setup for a song. I need somebody.
Ran out of milk for my custard tart. Dollop balls. Can I use my breast milk? Serious question. Yes, you can.
But you shouldn't.
I was gonna say it just won't taste the same.
Help. Emergency here. I'm having guests in an hour. I'm making custard dollop tart balls. I've ran out of milk, but I'm expressing some breast milk at the moment. It's warm from my nipples. Please tell me, will this work?
That was in a TV show or something
Just
before.
It was
Don't
Friends.
Tell your guests. Really?
It was Friends, because they were like, have you never tasted breast milk? And Joey and Chandler were like, no. And then they made fucking Phoebe was pregnant.
Ross.
Or probably post-pregnancy. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Right. Well,
Just don't tell the guests.
how was the routine of milking cows for milk discovered? I know we all think this. That is a valid question.
The answer is pretty.
Guessing there
good
was a
too.
cow molester.
Holy shit! There's a bonus to this.
Maybe it was a cow molester. Do you know that he's like, I don't ask me why, but something about wanking that cow's 4 dicks off.
Right.
I just got to do it.
You know, it's the female that have the udders, and if you're
I'm
doing
not
it
the
to a
one
male,
that
it's
decided to
made a
wank it
mistake,
off, but
right?
it's the only logical reason I can think of.
It is, dude. Like, why do you play with those?
Think back in
Like,
caveman times or whatever.
curiosity.
Maybe they were just like cows are different. Female cows give birth and male cows give birth. Or maybe the female cow
Right.
has a dick and the
You know what?
male
Maybe
cow has
someone had
4
the-
dicks.
Maybe someone had the thought that. Women give milk to babies, but if I drank a woman's milk, that'd be weird. I'll drink the milk of a creature.
And I'm
That's not
sure
weird at all.
also maybe some people thought, why would you put 4 dicks on one large testicle?
Thank you. I feel like that's kind of where it's at.
Moving
Oh,
on.
okay.
What's wrong? Oh dear.
Extracting the milk makes
What's
the
wrong
cow
with?
more
There's
healthy.
2 responses to this as well, so this should be good. What's wrong with my boyfriend? A few weeks ago, my friend sold me some weed, and I've been doing it a lot since. I offered some to my boyfriend, but he doesn't seem to want any. He always acts awkward and weird around me when I'm high, and like he wants to leave or something. I don't know. I'm thinking about dumping him. It's like he only cares about his parents and his grades. What? I agree with Jamie Fee. He should dump you. Who's Jamie fucking Fee?
No clue.
Your boyfriend definitely doesn't deserve you. You should dump him right away. Who does he think he is, caring about his parents and grades instead of you and smoking pot? Are you serious? Yes, I am. Is that the last one? No.
I don't. Think
Moving on.
So.
Christians. Does eating Jaffa cakes make you pregnant? The long awaited.
Wait for it. That's what God told me last night when I was praying for salvation. Now,
I'm really quiet here.
Moving on. My boyfriend wants me to eat his poop.
Oh,
he's a scat man.
Scooby dabby dooby dabby doobity bow. How can I make him realize that it's disgusting? I need your help. I've been with my boyfriend a little over 2 years, and our sex life is getting a bit stale, I think, because this writing is phenomenally small. He told me he wants to spice it up by having me eat his poop. He wants to poop in my mouth and then make out afterwards. Oh my God, bro. Basically snowballing his poop back and forth.
Oh.
I love him and all, but I mean, this is poop we're talking about. He's trying to convince me to do it. He poops in Tupperware containers and leaves it in the fridge. So when I reach in there, that makes me a... So when I reach in there to make me a sandwich, there's a container full of poo. I simply look at him and sigh, "Not this time, honey," and then throw the poo away. I'm scared that he's going to crap in the food he makes me, i.e. poop pancakes or something. He's obsessed with making me eat his poop, so I avoid his cooking at all costs.
Fuck.
For the love of God, help.
Oh my God. What is there help? That's a motherfucker should leave. I'm sorry. Oh God. Oh.
Oh, now I really am sweating from my eyes. Oh, that's funny.
All you need is a fucking frosty from a cup.
Oh, God, I can't see.
Oh my God, dude.
Now that is a fecal freak.
Oh, that's so no.
Oh my God, that is...
There are a vast quantity of things that I am into, but that is a great big giant helping of a no.
Well, that is it from us for the show. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel...
What a shit way to finish.
Anyway, if you're new to the channel and you haven't been here before, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below as we're trying to grow it to the magical number of 1,000, where supposedly the algorithm will give us a high five afterwards and go, "Well done, you did a YouTube." If you have enjoyed what you've heard and enjoyed the content, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe down below. Refer back to my algorithm conversation from earlier. And also, if you're one of our Spotify listeners, hello. Welcome to Spotify. Make sure to just share this link to your family and friends. If you think your grandma will enjoy some weird Irish guys just cursing
Talking
a lot,
random bollocks.
mostly, that'll be it. But one of them has been told that he has a voice that someone would listen to him read a phone book. So maybe that could be a selling point. I don't know. Or maybe you don't like your grandma and you're like, all of this cursing might actually induce a heart attack.
That's very fucking possible.
Very fucking possible. If so, welcome to the GoreCast. Other than that, we're going to catch you all during the week where we're going to be talking about some other mad horror bollocks. Don't forget to join myself, Roshi, and Big over on Twitch tomorrow night, or Bored Irish guys, should I say, over on Twitch tomorrow night, where we're going to be doing some beer and frantic Friday shenanigans as we get into a bit more of the zombie apocalypse laden world that is DayZ, where you can catch a little bit more of this. We'll catch you all during the week. See you later. Bye.
From where you are, where southeast-ish is, you kind of go away from the hunter cabins. There's like hunter cabins, more hunter cabins like with a well, Forlug. That's a good spot to do too.
I'm fully sure that if you look up, you can see the clouds, and they go. I think they're always go. Fuck that foreign guy, man! Fucking shit, man.
Calm down, dude. It's just a game. It's all good, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna get racist. It's okay.
I appreciate that. Hello.
Dun. You're right.
There's a player.
There's a player?
Yep.
Where? I see
I'm
it.
getting
I see
fucked
it.
up in Baroque, by the way, so you guys put me good. Literally don't have any weapons, bud.
Where's he gone?
He was behind this house.
Huh, is he in the house? Yeah, he's there. He's there. Hey, buddy.
You guys take this shit and good luck.
The mission was we're waiting for this.
Wait, are you his friend?
I'm his friend, yeah.
Yeah, he's my friend, yeah. He's my friend. Like,
I don't know
he's
this guy.
talking shit then. Bye. Oh.
That's enough for me.
GG's, dude. Oh, fucking hell.
Run.
That guy's just after fucking trying to shoot me to get the Moses.
He's got the revolver.
You offside it, are you?
He doesn't have it now.
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh, she's dead. Oh. Oh, no. Well, that is... Oh, she got discombobulated. F's in the chat for Alice, please.
Wait, go in the front yard, go in the back.
Dead.
You are?
He's dead.